Here are some quick tips on saving seeds so that you can save money on your next year's garden. In today's video, I'm saving seeds that are pretty easy. They're not messy, and you really don't have to do much to dry the seeds to save them. But I'll be showing you how to save different types of seeds in future videos, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Saving seeds is really easy, and you can do that for free from your vegetable garden, or you could even get some from your local grocery store as long as they're organic or heirloom. Very simple how to do this. You're going to harvest your vegetable and you're going to take the seeds. Sometimes you can let them dry on the actual plant itself. So you can see here on my pole beans, I've let these beans dry on the vine, and we're going to be able to use those for next year. You can save practically any type of seed that you want and from any vegetable as long as you do it properly. Let me show you how I do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these seeds, we're going to put them in a separate container. As I mentioned, saving seeds is really easy. We're going to take these paprika seeds, put it on a lined cookie sheet with some parchment paper. I've used different methods and I find that parchment paper works the best. I have used a paper towel, and you end up having to pull it off with a paper towel, and it's not very easy to do. So you want to let them just dry. So you're just going to take these, place these out here, and kind of spread them out as much as you can, and just let them kind of dry out over the next couple of days, just at room temperature. You don't have to do anything, and that will be good for saving seeds for next year. Once you've dried your seeds, you'll want to provide the best conditions. The key to allowing the best chances of your seeds to germinate is to store them in an airtight container. You want to try to avoid moisture, air, warmth, and light. Some seeds have a short lifespan and their germination rate declines over time, but some seeds will store for several months, while others can store for several years under the right conditions. So, for example, these beans or lettuce and these paprika seeds, for example, can last 4 to 5 years, while cucumber, tomato seeds, they can be kept in optimal conditions and they can actually last more than 5 years. So here's one of the most important tips that I can give you is don't forget to label your seeds. Once you put them in a container, don't forget to label these. Well, I figured that I knew what these were and I was going to remember, and I forgot to label them. And then after the fact, I don't know what these are. So these could be cucumbers. They could be some type of a pumpkin, or maybe they're some type of a squash. I don't know. So maybe one year I'm going to plant these and we'll have a surprise garden. Same thing here. These are similar, but some seeds you know what they are. For example, these are coriander seeds or cilantro seeds. So these are pretty easy to remember what type of seed this is. So this particular container, I didn't label these because I know exactly what kind of seed those are. But when you get into these pepper seeds, again, a lot of these are paprika. I'm about to label these right now. We'll link a video in the description box below, but you can see these paprika seeds look very, very similar to these mystery seeds, which I have here, which I don't know. These could be bell pepper, they could be tomato seeds. Actually, they look very similar to tomatoes. They could be green pepper or long green chili seeds. You just don't know. So that's the key, is make sure that you label your seeds. So my last tip is to use containers or a storage system that works best for you. You may only have a few seeds that you're saving or storing for next year, or maybe you might have a lot. You can repurpose containers like these if you want. You can use any kind of container, or you could purchase something else if you wish. So again, you can start off with simple things. You can purchase something like this that has different containers, or you can also have, I found this at a local dollar store, and you can again use this as different storage containers depending on how many seeds that you're saving. You can also purchase a system like this, and inside here is where you're going to keep all of your seeds that you either stored or that you purchased, and you can keep those for next year, especially the varieties that you're using that you really enjoy. You keep those, you can label those, put the label here on the top, and then you can just put these right in your container, and that saves these seeds. Store it in a cool area where you're going to have no air, or again keep it in a container that is airtight, a cool and dark place. That's how easy it is to save seeds from your plants and your vegetables for next year. Until next time, happy gardening.